I told y'all I'd be back and I'd get with you as soon as I could, and so here I am. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc.com, coming to you with your no frills commentary from a singer. Hey, I missed yesterday because I was in rehearsal. Let me tell you, and I am so excited. I'm so excited because we do the show. We do a stage reading of a new play that hopefully, well, I don't want to talk about that, but it's got some people in it, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Anyway, check down the description box to see what I'm talking about. I think I'll put it down in there because I don't want to put it on the video just in case I have to delete it because things aren't together yet. Anyway, let's get into the show. Tonight was knockout round 2 and 8 more people are going home. Team Usher and TeamBlake were performing and the artists picked their own song and one goes home immediately, and next week America starts voting. So we started out with TeamBlake. He had Savannah versus Justin Rivers, and Savannah did As Long As You Love Me by Justin Bieber. And she had the guitar and some funky red boots with the sultry crooning sound going on. This had a nice little country swing but not too much, and Usher was singing along with her. I liked the arrangement, and she had some nice emotional moments in the song. Justin Rivers did The Climb by Miley Cyrus, and I really liked the sound of his voice and the little melodic changes and inflections, and his big note and key change were really nice and dead on, right on the money. Nice ending. I wrote he was going for broke. So Usher told Savannah she could not only hold her own in country but can transcend, but he gave the round to Justin, as did Shakira, because of his long extended note. Adam said she did a great job, but Justin was the biggest surprise, and Blake chose Justin Rivers, and that surprised me. I really thought he was going with the young girl, but Justin did blow it away. Like I said, he was going for broke. Team Usher was up next. He had JOsiah Hawley versus Jess, Kellner, and Josiah did Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, and I liked this song in his voice, and he had a little birdie like vibrato going on that was interesting. He also found a nice way to move while he was there at the mic with his guitar. You know, it was just very, again, interesting. He was doing his little thing and I was like, oh, that's cute. You know, he wasn't just standing there strumming, but really had some movement going on. It wasn't vocally or emotionally stellar, but it was a nice performance. Jess Kellner did You Give Me Something by James Morrison, and Usher told her to really commit and work her tone, and I'm not really sure that she really made it to what he was talking about, but she had some nice moments and seemed to nearly choke when she went for one high note. I'm not sure she connected with her mother on this one because she said she was singing to her mother, and I've said this before, when you are singing to somebody you have certain inflections that you only use, and it's with them because you have this life, this thing going on with them, and it didn't seem like she had that connection going on in the performance. It just didn't seem authentic to me. Adam said they should have done each other's songs, like they should have switched songs, and Jess had a moment that was weird. Blake said they both did really good, but Josiah seemed calculated and he liked Jess better. Usher chose JOsiah Hawley to move on. If you're enjoying the commentary so far, please make sure to thumb it up, thumb it up. I need to do it early while I remember. I really appreciate your support. And hopefully, please send this around because you know it's going up late for me. Let people know that it is up. Come on over and discuss with us. TeamBlake was up next with Holly Tucker versus Luke Edgemon. And Holly did Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw. And Blake advised her in rehearsals to blow people's heads off. Yeah, and he told her she's a great singer. This is one of my favorite songs, and I think she did a really good job with it, though it seemed just a little static and still for me. Maybe not gritty enough, but she seemed to be giving it her all, and she had the crowd going with her last big note. Luke Edgemon did Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. And I cringed when he said he was doing this song, but when he started it out, the music was on point and he was bringing some serious R&B flavor to it. This was a big surprise, and I thought it fit well, and I loved the vibe and how his voice sounded on it. Who'd have thought Teenage Dream could be like an R&B baby making ballad? Let me tell you, I might have to copy that one. I might have to do a cover of that one just like that, you know what I'm saying? It was a big risk, but also it could be a big payoff. Adam mouthed he's amazing before he even got to speak. Usher says Holly gave a stellar performance and told Luke transforming that song was difficult to connect to the audience. Shakira said she'd give it to Luke. Blake chose Holly Tucker because he said she took chances and swung for the knockout and pulled out every trick she had. I don't know, what do you think about that? Just for the originality, I think I would have chose Luke, but it was tight. Team Usher was up next with Archie Carroll versus Michelle Samuel, and Archie did How to Love by Lil Wayne. And I didn't like how her voice sounded when she started singing this song, and it didn't get much better from there for me. At one point it sounded like her voice was totally constricted, like she was really straining. It just was not a good performance. Michelle Samuel did Raise Your Glass by Pink, and Usher had her doing some push-ups to get her breath support up in rehearsal, you know, and he's trying to advise her on things to do that help her, you know, get her breath going, because it was a really fast and challenging song for her. So from the beginning she was comfortable on stage, taking her stances and hitting her beats with strong movements and stuff, and she sounded good doing it. Just a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and I am liking her a lot. I really am. Shakira said there were some challenging moments in Michelle's song and she attacked them all. Adam told Audrey she had a nice pocket but said he'd go with Michelle. Blake said Audrey was off throughout, but Michelle came on like she just won the lottery, and Usher chose Michelle Samuel. Naturally. Team Blake was up next with Danielle Bradbery versus Taylor Beckham, and Danielle did Jesus Take the Wheel by Carrie Underwood. And she started out very simple, just talking about what happened, basically, you know, just telling the story, and then went into the bigger parts and really shined. Such a beautiful voice, just opened up, I mean, just like the heavens. She had a great sound and really pulled out all the stops and was right on top of the melody and story. So young and so professional. Taylor did Russian Roulette by Rihanna, and she was really trying to work the little breathy production in the beginning. It was okay, I kind of liked it, but in the rest of the song she was a little nasal for my taste. She had some good moments, including a few big notes that wowed the audience. Good job overall. Usher said Taylor's song selection didn't give her a chance to shine, and said Danielle completely took control. Shakira said it blows her mind that Danielle never seems nervous. You know, it's only her third performance. Adam said Taylor had a good performance and Danielle was pretty amazing. Blake chose Danielle Bradbery. Then Team Usher had C. Perkins versus Vito. And C did She Ain't You by Chris Brown. And he had a nice sound and was working the audience while performing, but sometimes his pitch wasn't good because he was bouncing so much, and it's a little difficult to hold it while you're doing all that. Then when he tried the falsetto note, it was a little muted and he cracked noticeably near the end of the song. Vito did Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams, and he chose a very personal song and started near the top of his range, but he was doing a good job with it in a light like mixed tone, mixed voice, and then he came on like a Mack truck, you know, like in the full vocal parts of the song, and brought it back down in the end. Just a nice arc, really good emotional performance. Shakira said C has a special tone, and Vito dedicated himself to the singing. Adam said Vito sang a song that was unexpected with a lot of style and restraint, and said Vito took the moment from C. Blake told Adam to kiss his ass and didn't get bleeped, and said Vito sang the crap out of that. Usher chose Vito. Next up, Team Blake had Grace Askew versus the Swan Brothers, and Grace did I Can't Stand the Rain by Tina Turner, and there's a lot of guitar players in this season, right? I'm like, how many can they have in one season? And she was at the mic with her guitar giving us a little blues. I was really put off by her hair and makeup because it made her look older, but her lower range production had several different colors, which I thought was nice, but I thought her little yodel in and out was irritating, and the whole thing altogether was kind of messy. It didn't have any like through line. The Swan Brothers did Drift Away by Dobie Gray, and two more guitar players, okay? Did I just say that? I liked the first solo, and they had good harmony and seemed to have tightened up their rhythms from Blake's note in rehearsal. This was definitely a feel-good performance. They had me bobbing my head, you know, and enjoying the vibe. Yeah, I didn't really like the ending though. It seemed very abrupt to me. Usher told Grace that playing the guitar might have been a distraction, and he wanted Colton to sing more in the duo, and he'd give the brothers the round. Shakira said she'd go for Grace. Adam said he loved what Grace was doing, and he thought it was the brothers who did the best performance. And Blake chose the Swan brothers to move on. Yay! Congratulations, guys. Team Usher had the final slot with Katia versus Ryan Ennis. And Katia did Mr. Know-It-All by Kelly Clarkson. And Usher was coaching her on her walk and stage presence during rehearsal. And she came on with some good attitude, but got behind the beat in the first quick section of lyrics. Her stage presence was very good, and she had a nice voice with a strong whistle tone. She did one little note that went all the way up. I was like, go ahead on, girl. One of her faces had me laughing near the end. It was like when she was kind of like, she was saying, oh, you think you know it all. So it was just like, I don't know what it was. It was just funny to me. Ryan Ennis did I Don't Want to Be by Gavin DeGraw. And the beginning of this sounded a little disjointed to me for some reason, but clicked a little better when it got into the chorus. I don't know if I like the sound of his voice on this song, way down in his range. It just wasn't spectacular to me, and it seemed very forced. Shakira said she was proud of Katia's confidence, but didn't think Ryan had good control. Adam said he didn't hear the grit breaking through, and he didn't feel the richness of Ryan's voice that he usually hears. Blake told Katia he was more impressed with her, and she did an amazing job. And Usher chose Katia to move on. And Adam was saying afterwards that long term he would have chosen Ryan, but that Katia really did win this round as far as their performances. And you know, it was really song choice. He chose a song that really did not show off what he has. He wanted to be a little different and show a different side, but it just really didn't work. I don't know, it just didn't work. Anyway, this is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. Tell me what you thought of the performances. Next week are the live rounds. We get to start voting, the audience gets to start voting, and I will be around, I believe. Monday, I don't know what's going to happen because we have the performance. It's around 4 o'clock. So we may be done, I may be here. But if I'm not, please don't be mad at me. So there's a lot going on for me next week. So I don't know if I'm going to be here on Monday. If I don't, I'll try to get the performances up for you on Tuesday. I'll do 2 videos. If I don't have videos on Thursday, and that's getting ahead of myself, but I will be flying on Thursday to Thailand. But it's just going to be an exciting week next week with me working with some star actors and going to Thailand. Alright, so this is Robert Anton, robertanton.com. Thanks for sticking around. I'm out. Peace.